Rice, and I'm here at the fabulous Baltimore Museum of Art to discuss the October issue of Baltimore Magazine, which is our sizzling steakhouse issue. It's also our fall arts preview, and we have our normal preview of all the major arts events happening in the Baltimore region, including a big Andy Warhol exhibit right here at the BMA, Andy Warhol, The Last Decade. It starts October 17th. Now, arts editor John Lewis has done a great job of writing about Warhol. First, we have a story called 15 Minutes and Counting, about the BMA's acquisition of some late period Warhols, which at the time were considered a somewhat risky acquisition, and now are considered really a major part of the Andy Warhol canon. As well, we talk about James Warhola, who is a guy who lives here in Baltimore, and Warhola, of course, is Warhol's original last name. He is Andy Warhol's nephew, and he talks about what it was like when he was a little boy to go to New York and visit Uncle Andy in his New York loft. We also have a story about when Andy Warhol came to Baltimore in 1975 and how he interacted with the local media in his normal sort of cryptic and moody way. As I mentioned, our cover story is sizzling steakhouses. We have a roundup of all of the great steakhouses in the region. We also have a roundup of places to get a steak that are a little less expensive. You do not need to take out a second mortgage on your house to get a good steak in this town. We also have a primer on all those steak terminologies, what's choice meat, what's prime meat, what's dry aging all about. We have a story on the best side dishes to get at these steakhouses, because you all know you're going for the great side dishes. Then, to accompany that, we have a lifestyle piece called No Jacket Required. Even the venerable The Prime Rib now says no jacket required. And we have some old school Baltimoreans bemoaning the loss of the dress code in this town. We have our big autumn home section as well, and there's lots of great stories in this, including stories on chandeliers and how important they've become in homes, as well as a look inside some very, very private Guilford mansions, sort of what goes on behind the doors of these mansions. We have an At Home With Fred Lazarus, who is the president of the Maryland Institute College of Art. And we also have a story on conservatories, these beautiful additions that people are building to their homes that you're either going to think, wow, I'd like to do one of those for my own home, or if you're like me, you're just going to be absolutely dying of jealousy. Steakhouses, Andy Warhol, conservatories, and of course, so much more. Why would you not pick up the October issue of Baltimore Magazine? How about one of these? I don't really feel my motivation for this.